What's going on? It's your boy Luke, man. It's another lovely day, and I hope you guys are having a lovely week. I want to apologize before starting this video because I wanted to put this video out long before now, but guess what? I was battling with my new Sony camera, trying to see if I can figure it out so I can record some crispy, nice looking video for y'all. But I'm still learning how to use it, and I do not want to give you guys something crappy. So I'm sticking to my Screencast-O-Matic so I can give you guys this value, and I hope you benefit from it. What we're going to be talking about in this video is what metrics should you be looking out for when you are running your ad. All right, say for instance you're running a Facebook ad and you go into your ad manager, you see all those CTR, CPA, CAC, all those things, and you're wondering which of these metrics should I be looking for and which one of them should I be taking out. Because see, if you have all these metrics on your dashboard when you're running your Facebook ad or your Google ad or your YouTube ad or any of the ads that you're running, there's some key metrics that matter, and when you understand those metrics, you will know which good ad to scale and which bad ad to scrape off, because that is the only way you can make money. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys what script do I look out for. What metrics do I look out for? Which ones do I really, pay close attention to? And those are the major determinants of whether I'm going to, let go an ad, I'm going to scale on any ad. So if you guys are ready, I will show you on my screen what are those metrics that I look out for and how I calculate those metrics. And I use them all the time. Well, actually, let me mention those metrics right now. And when we turn to my screen, I'm going to show you guys how I calculate those metrics. I look at my CPC, which is the cost per click. I look at my CTR, which is my cost, which is my click-through rates. I look at my CPL, which is my cost per lead, just in case I'm running lead ad. I look at my CPA, which is cost per acquisition, which is, if I'm running like an e-commerce, or I'm running an ad for any of my clients who's doing coaching on any of those things, or they have an e-course they want to launch, we look at the CPA, which is the cost per acquisition. Of course, I look at one of the very biggest one, which is my AOV, average order value. And if you understand the average order value to calculate your CPC, to calculate your CTR, to calculate your CPL, and of course your CPA, will not be that difficult, because the AOV will be the major determinant of how you should calculate all these other metrics. And once you get all those down, I guarantee it's just a matter of time you're gonna make money. So let's turn over to my screen and I'll show you guys how I calculate this. Let's go. Okay, so we're here on my Google Jumbo. I think it's Google Jamboard. It's a pretty cool tool and it's free. Of course, you can use it if you do any kind of narration on the screen. All right, so let me show you guys how I do this. Of course, I have my CPC, like I told you guys, the cost per click, the CTR, the click-through rate, CPL, which is the cost per lead, and of course the CPA, which is my cost per acquisition, and my AOV, which is my average order value. So the first thing I'm going to have to work on here, because at every point in time when you have a landing page that you're sending people to, a landing page or a website, a product page, anything you have going on where people land on, you always want to ensure that at every point in time you're converting at least 3% of these, right? 3% of your landing page. All right, you want to ensure that you at least having a click-through rate, not conversion, but people that land on your ad, 3% of them are getting to the landing page or the other page or your website, wherever you have the product or the information about the product. Whenever you run an ad, say from Facebook, Google, AdWord, I can't use this thing very well, but you guys get the gist, right? So your landing page, the click-through from your ad to your landing page, you always want to make sure it's 3% or greater. That's when you're going to have good return on your ad spend. So once that is done, now you have to figure out what is your AOV, what is your average order value, right? In my own case, let's say I have a product that is cost $500 and I'm spending $500, on ad. So if I spend $500 on ad, I want to be able to ensure that I make at least another $500, right? So I'm going to say my AOV, which is average order value, is going to be $1,000, because when I spend $500 on ad, I want to make sure that I get at least $1,000 back. That's 1-to-1. That's kind of fair, right? Okay, so, and I'm going to say, okay, so I want about 100 customers. I want about 100 customers. How do I get 100 customers and ensure that I still maintain my return on investment, all right, whereby I have my ROI, which is return on investment, or return on ad spend, whereby when I spend $500, I'm at least making $1,000 back. Guys, if I do this, I will do this each and every day, all right? Do not be just, unnecessarily greedy for no reason, because this is how this thing is done. This is the simplest way to do it to ensure that you continue to make money. Okay, so I want 100 customers, right? And I want to continue to do this. I'm buying one customers for 500, all right? And I'm getting $1,000 out of that customers. Okay, so, and I want 100 customers. Here's what I would do. I'm going to say that 100 customers, let's say out of all these 3% people that click through to my landing page or my product page or my webinar or whatever I have going on here, I convert 1% of them, right? I'm going to say the 100 customers that I want divided by the 1%, which in this case would be 0.01. All right. This right here will give me 10,000. Okay. It's going to give me 10,000. All right. 1% of this 3% of the people that click through to my landing page are converting. 1% of them are converting, right? I'm going to say 100 customers that I want divided by that 1% means I need 10,000 clicks, 10,000 clicks on my landing page to convert to ensure that I make that money. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. Since I'm already spending $500 on one customer and I know that I need 100 customers, right? What do I need to do? Just multiply this 500 by 100, which is going to give me $50,000. It means I have to spend $50,000 to get 100 customers. Now, do you guys get the gist? While I was spending $500, I'm just spending that to get one customer, right? Because I'm making $1,000 out of that customer. So while I'm spending $500, which of course was 1% of my click-through rate, I was spending $500 to get that. So if I need 100 of that, I'm going to say 500 multiplied by the 100, which will now give me $50,000. When I spend this $50,000, I will get to the click of 10,000, right? Now, let's now divide this $50,000 by the 10,000 to figure out how much I'm spending per lead. Watch this. I'm going to say 50,000 divided by the 10,000. How much is that? It means, because these are the leads. So if I need 100 leads, right, which is the 100 customer, I need 100 leads and I'm converting just 1% of my 3% click-through rate. I'm going to say 100, that 100 leads that I want, because my customer, technically that's my lead. So that 100 leads divided by 0.01%, which is the 1% that I'm converting, will tell me that I need 10,000 leads. Okay, so that 10,000 leads, I'm going to say how much am I spending per lead? 500. So that's 500 multiplied by 100 customers that I want, because I just want 100 out of this 10,000, right? So I'm going to say 500 multiplied by 100 will give me 50,000, and I'll say 50,000 divided by these 10,000 leads. How much can I be spending per lead to still stay in profit? So this tells me that I can be spending $5 per lead and I'm going to stay in profit. So I'm going to put that right here. This is my $5. I can spend $5 per lead. The only thing we're left with right now is going to be the click. How much am I spending per click? Because not every click becomes the 10,000 customers, but how much am I spending per click? This is the easiest ones to find out. At every point in time, your lead should always be 4 times your click. Meaning for every 4 person that comes on your landing page, one of them is becoming a lead. All right. I'm going to say this $5 over here divided by 4, that will give me this one. Let me draw this line over here. I hope this is not too messy. It's going to be my $5 divided by 4. This is typically what I see. Whatever your lead cost is, it will be like, a quarter of that is your lead. I mean, is your cost per click. So for every for every person that click on there, for every 4% that clicks on there, one of them becomes a lead. So you're spending $5 per lead, and when you divide that by 4, it's going to give you $1.25. So meaning you're spending $1.25 per click, and out of every 4% that clicks, you have one of them becomes a client, which is now $5. I mean, one of them becomes a lead, which is $5 per lead. Okay. All right. And if you do this, if you say the 1.25 cents, which is what you're spending per click, if you say, let me see what I have here. If you say 50,000 divided by 1.25. So how many clicks do you need in all to arrive here? I'm going to say this 50,000 divided by 1.25, which will give me like 40,000 leads, 40,000 clicks. So my 40,000 clicks will become 10,000 leads. I'm going to spend $5 per lead to get these 100 customers. And all day, every day, I'm going to be turning them 1 to 1. Because when I have 100, I would have spent $50,000 on ad, and $50,000 now multiplied by 100. How much is that? That is what? That is $5 million, I think. Let's see. Oh, that is $100,000. Sorry, that because we're doing 1 to 1. That's $100,000, right? You guys get the gist? So if I spend $50,000 on ad, I want to make $100,000 back. That's all I'm doing. And guess what? I'm staying in profit all day. And if I can tweak this, my ad a little bit to ensure that this 3% goes up, and even if I cannot go up on the 3%, I probably just want to make sure that I have it. Let's assume I'm getting all of this just on my one-time order, right? My OTO. I want to make sure that I have, you know, my backend is well set up such that I have very good upsell and downsell, probably like 2-3 upsell. You know what I mean? When people buy once, they can buy again and again. People think when they have all this upsell, they piss people off. No, unless you don't know how to set it up, because you already, once they buy your first product, you already took the credit card, they cannot get that back, right? So you know, set up upsells. If you sell on that, that's increasing your conversion rate, because instead of you converting at 1%, you're probably going to end up converting at 1.3, 1.39, 1.50, and of course, make sure you have downsell as well. And this is not even inclusive of your the lifetime value of your customer, right? The LTV of your customer, which in this case will go into things like your email promotions, where you send them, you know, where you send them discount and all of that. And this, remember, all these upsells and downsells is still coming off of this one customer that you get. So if you break even in the breaking even, or you make that $500 back on the first product, make sure you have upsell. You just want like 10-20% of these people to take the upsell or the downsell, so you can increase the conversion rate. And this is how I calculate mine. I keep it very simple, and depending on how much of these CTR percentage, 3%, I'm converting, I'm going to plug that into the 100 customers that I want, and of course I will arrive at all of these numbers. So at every point in time, I know that I'm not wasting money. And of course, if you're doing 10% of this, meaning you want 10 customers, that would be $5,000, right? If you want 10% of that, that would be $2,000. That would be like $1.25 or something like that. So just use this. I make it very simple, and I just work my math backward this way. So that way, when I go in there, I'm only looking for my CPC, make sure that it does not go beyond what I want. My CTR, make sure I'm hitting this 3% and above. If it's not happening, I'm going to look at my landing page or my message, make sure that, I'm going to look at my ad copy, make sure that it works. And of course, my CPL, which is a combination of my click-through rates and how well my landing page is converting before they become a lead. I'll look at these numbers and ensure that I keep making money. I hope I've not confused you. If I have confused you, please just forgive me, and feel free to send me a message below this video. Let me, I wouldn't mind just getting on the phone with you one-on-one to explain this to you, because I guarantee this is extremely simple. And if you have not done that already, go ahead and give me that, hit that like button, and of course subscribe to this channel, because I intend to be coming your way with another very valuable videos like this. Hope this has not confused you. If it has confused you, just take your time, rewatch the video, because I guarantee it's not that difficult. It's very, very simple. And of course, it's going to help you ensure that you remain in profit all the time. Oh, that's it. I hope that helps you. If you've not done it yet, go ahead and hit that like button, and I will be seeing you in the next video. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel, so when I drop another video like this, you're going to be the first to be notified. If you have questions, just leave it below, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. Adios, keep selling so you do not get sold.